Pisces, welcome to your weekly sidereal forecast for August 3rd through the 9th. My name is Athen. So a lot of planets changing houses this week. We've got Saturn still squaring up to your ruler Jupiter, and Saturn is direct though, so there's a lot more of this forward-moving long-term energy, especially coming off this full moon last weekend. So let's go and have a look. This discipline energy has been involving the deeper elements of life for you, which is about releasing bonds, releasing attachments, transformation. This is where Saturn is helping you get really disciplined so you can have more freedom in your life to remove yourself from any situations that you're bound to or that you're attached to. And so that you can have a stronger sense of power. You know, this is the kind of power that is about your with Saturn, it's very much about your autonomy with Libra here. You know, it's mutual respect, stepping into your power when appropriate, seeing the truth of life, sharing the truth about yourself and of the world in general. So that is going to be the energy for all of August for you, because Saturn will be here up and through this month, and then we'll be going back into your ninth, where he'll be for the next 2.5 years of expansion and travel and things like that to help you get more serious with those things. But that is the overall energy, because your ruler, Jupiter, is going to be squared up by that. So it's important for you to step into the disciplined approach to things, just like it's been for all of us, especially with this full moon in Capricorn. You know, but with your ruler, that square, you know, it's that patience, long-term energy, seeing the big picture, and it's involving a lot of this fun energy, interestingly enough. You know, all these fast-moving planets and Jupiter transiting your 5th house for the past year. There's been a lot of creative possibilities, perhaps. Maybe fun, romance, you know, passion that's been expanding for you. Maybe some of you started a small business or entrepreneurship or got into speculation of some kind or creative things over the past year. So that's great, and that's been very expansive, hopefully. But now Saturn's saying, look, if you want to continue to have that expansion there, you've got to really buckle down. You got to take this stuff very, very seriously and stay grounded with it. Might also be involving career, you know, getting serious with that stuff as well. So anyways, this square goes exact on Monday, which really starts the week. And then as the week unfolds, Jupiter is going to be transitioning into your 6th house. So that's an energy that you guys will feel over the surrounding weeks, because it's a subtle energy and all of you guys have different ascendants and things. But you'll feel this shift here going from more of that expansion of that creative energy into how to take creativity and make it into something, and self-expression, and make it into something that's a craft or a work, and really discipline it. So now you're going to have Jupiter in the house of work, discipline, routine, health, diet, and regimens for the next year. So setting intentions here now for that time period with Jupiter in the 6th would be a good way of working with this. And especially now with Saturn squaring up to it, maybe starting it, buckling down, and getting involved with that diet or routine maybe you've been thinking about doing, or going out and finding that work that is more fulfilling and more, you know, expansive for you. And that can certainly come into a reality when you're willing to put in that hard work and energy, just Saturn here. So that being said, we do have a lot of fast-moving planets going over your ruler this week, and it starts here in the beginning part, here around Tuesday, Wednesday time period. Venus goes retrograde back into your 5th house, and when she does, she goes over your ruler. So hopefully you guys have been reflecting on your communications and how you're thinking about things, which is Venus ruling your 3rd, and also these deeper elements of life as well. And maybe there are some expansions with that. Maybe you're feeling optimistic, but it's a retrograde and she's not in the best position. So, you know, it's something that I think is going to be the case more so when she comes back direct and passes over that Jupiter. But maybe there is. Maybe there's some more opportunities coming in this week for you guys to tap into that playful, creative, maybe romantic energy, anything involving that 5th house. And you know, I think you could learn more about that. And that's what you want to. That's how you want to approach this whole month in August with Venus retrograde. Here is how you can learn more about how to express yourself, how to tap into that passion, that playfulness, and enjoy that energy there, and understand more about your values with that. But you might be quite optimistic about that with Jupiter. But a square from Venus does mean to stay grounded, of course, because this whole part of the chart is going to be squared up to Saturn. So there is this structure and discipline and patience for all of us, and it's involving these areas that I'm mentioning. So that's the early part, and then Wednesday through Friday, Mars does trine up to Saturn, which is quite nice, actually. So as the week unfolds, you should be feeling this inspiration, and it's the inspiration to dive deep or, you know, again, to release whatever these 8th house things are, just to understand more about life and to see the truth of life. And when that happens, Mars goes into your 5th. So as the week unfolds, you guys should feel more motivation to express yourself, to get involved with these creative things or whatever they are, these projects or speculation. And it'll be through that you'll unlock that energy, because your guys' overall energy is improving. You've had Mars and the Sun down here in the 4th house, which wasn't the best position for them, but now they're on their way up in the chart. And your vital life force should be stronger this week. It's still, Mars isn't in the best sign, but especially over the next few weeks, you'll notice that improving as it gets closer to that Leo time period for Mars. Yeah, I would really channel that into those creative projects or your self-expression or anything involving that 5th house this week, because that's a nice support from Saturn to further with that. But it's also staying patient with it too, which is Saturn squaring up to that Venus in that 5th as well. So that being said, you got your Sun there too, so there should be some passion involving that. Definitely good self-expression, I would say. So there's this shift, and then when Jupiter goes into that 6th, like I was saying, Mercury passes by. Mercury goes over your Venus and over your ruler Jupiter. So there's a strong practical element to this week, and it's about seeing the raw reality of things. With Saturn in your 8th, it's seeing the truth, but the real grounded truth involving, you know, the 5th house, creativity and self-expression, as well as your routine and health. So see things realistically there, write them down, work with it practically, try not to go too far with it to where we become so realistic it becomes like a negative kind of thinking, which can sometimes be the case depending on your personal chart with Mercury squaring Saturn. But now with Mercury in your 6th house, really think about the routine, the health, the diet, maybe how you can improve things around home and family, maybe improve things with your relationships, since this whole North Node energy is about, this whole year is about connecting and relationships for you, or at least can be. And that's because this is the house of improvement. So you guys can certainly continue with that self-improvement this week in particular around those 7th house and 4th house things. But get practical, real with it, grounded, conceptualize it, understand it, read self-help books, write your routine list, your regiment, whatever it is that'll certainly assist. Just kind of examples there. And through that'll be further, creating those possibilities and expansions that Saturn is helping you really refine now, involving that 6th house for you. So the main shift is definitely your ruler from the 5th. So there's still a lot of energy though with the 5th, creativity and fun, but there's definitely, you'll notice the shift around this week going into health, routine, diet. So I really recommend that stuff, because that's where you're going to have Jupiter now for the next year, and Mercury temporarily, and maybe even some opportunities coming in for work and things of that nature over the next year. All right, Pisces, well, have a nice one. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. If you'd like a personal reading, please get in touch, and I'll talk to y'all next time.